I'm Brigantia Blackbird, a Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to our series on Journey Through the Runes. Today's rune is Kenaz, the 6th rune in Freyr or Freya's 8, and 6 in the Elder Futhark. This rune is inseparable from the concept of fire. This fire can be literal in the form of blazing logs in the hearth, a torch, campfire, candle flame, any source of light and heat. Fire can also represent healing. Perhaps a painful healing process, but healing nonetheless. Fire is also, above all things, a transformative power. It consumes, renews, and ultimately regenerates. When we look at the rune itself, we can see how it might bring the idea of fire in all of its forms to mind. The very staves veer off in a manner that's consistent with light. But we also see it how it could be the indentation of a wound, like an ulcer, or what remains after a boil has been lacerated and drained. Such a wound could be literal or figurative. In the case of the latter, the wound of knowledge that has altered one's perceptions completely and the landscape is forever changed. It could be that kind of wound that a person needs some time to heal and recover from. One of the associations with Kenaz is the product of fertility. The form of the stave could even represent the birth canal dilating in order to allow new life to come into the world, an event which is both transformative and can be quite healing, as few things are more life-affirming than a new life coming into being. The form of Kenaz also illustrates how change can break free. It is powerful, but it is chaotic, and its energy can explode in multiple directions. Now, in a reading, Kenaz brings a considerable number of possibilities to the table. It's always necessary to take the runes as a whole, but the ambiguity of what Kenaz can portend requires additional meditation. But to get started, I'll just toss out 3 ideas to keep in mind. Possibility 1. Illumination. A matter has become clear, or you have emerged from a state of looking inward, the dark, and have begun to look outward, towards the light. And there's a need for you to reassess your impressions, possibly alter your strategy going forward. Or, at the very least, acknowledge that things were not what you had previously believed them to be. Possibility 2 is healing. And part of healing is giving up the things that made us ill, whether it is something that we eat or poor exercise habits, or if it's dwelling on emotions or past events or people that ultimately dragged us down. We may have to allow the things that hurt us to be excised from our lives, perhaps cut out completely in order to properly heal, to face that pain, whatever it is, without evasion, and to emerge stronger from the experience. But we have to stop tearing ourselves down in order to have that. Possibility 3, change. Not just any change, but meaningful and purposeful change that is necessary to prevent any further stagnation in your life. This will signal a need for different decisions, different habits, perhaps even different spiritual practices, because you will need to set what was aside and to create anew. So that's what I got out of Kenaz this week. I would love to hear about your own experiences about when this rune has come up in spreads for you, or if you've done carvings with this runes, or just what this rune really, where it really takes you if you happen to have meditated upon it. I'd love to hear about it. Again, comment in the comment section below, or come visit us on Gilded. Our server there is called Blackbird's Brew. There's a link in the description box for you can just click on it. It'll take you right to us. We'd be happy to have you. And I think that's about it for today. I will see you in the next one. Bye.